Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for the monthly update, man. Gotta get my chain out. Bop. There we go. But yeah, so the monthly update. It's insane. Already making another monthly update. It is March. Granted, like February was like the shortest month of the year, one of the longest too. February went on pretty long, honestly, this year. But yeah, dude, it's just insane like how fast time is going. But yeah, so we gotta get into it. We got to talk all things Beyblade and Bakugan, of course. Plans for the channel, you guys know how it goes. But with it being March, it's just wild, man. It's really wild. But yeah. So I guess I'll just start this off with just something, because I do this to like update about just stuff. Um, Honestly, lately it's been like I've been like a little bit discouraged, just a little bit. I mean, y'all know I just be like sitting and cranking big time and everything. And I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been like tuning in and watching the content and everything. I know February is one of those months where like everybody's busy and such too. About our lives and such. I mean, I I know I cranked my job big time last month, so yeah, but definitely I'd be lying if I said I didn't get like discouraged. Like even I get discouraged at some points because sometimes it's like just sitting there cranking and stuff, working big time, still coming back, using the last of the energy to try and like game and film and do things I enjoy doing and such. But yeah, definitely there's been points where I've gotten like discouraged and such. But I just want to give a big time shout out to like my best friends and also those really close friends who have been right by my side and just like reassuring and everything with it because it's that time of the year where everybody's just cranking and stuff big time. Usually that's how it goes because cranking and such, getting ready for when it starts getting warmer. Because I mean, March is going to be spring by the end of this, by the end of this month. Well, technically be spring. Hopefully the weather start improving. It's been weird this year, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Um, like the weather being a little bit off. Like it's been much more of a mild winter. Some points where like it's been crazy. I mean, it stormed a little bit last night, but for the most part, it's been weird, like in the 40s, 50s, to where it's like melted the snow, and it's been wild. Like it's been a very wild winter. But yeah, there's definitely been points where I've gotten discouraged and such. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's like had my back for sure and just reassured me that I'm just cranking and doing everything I can. It's really appreciated. It's just nice hearing that sometimes because y'all know I'd be a workaholic and just crank big time, like from the content I put on here to just like cranking to be able to keep up with stuff, and save up and all that good stuff, prepping for when it gets warm and everything. But yeah, which speaking of which, I got some big time plans for this summer already, and I'm so excited. But yeah, dude, and especially like also a shout out to like the boys, you know who you are, like Madara, Knight, Quake, Greenwich, like all the homies who I like chat with big time and just have had my back and everything, and just having the conversations, like especially Quake, you already know, man, like the convo we had like went deeper than you could ever realize, man. It was really great, and yeah, if y'all haven't subbed to Quake and Bacon, y'all need to go and show this man some love for sure, because the man's an absolute legend. Like, for real. How do you not know the most Quaking of Bacon? For real. Like, go show him some love. He has a really awesome channel. Like I said, Quake and Bacon. That man Samuraiser. Yeah. Yeah, don't play no games, man. But yeah, and also everybody else who's been supporting and such, y'all already know. I can't sit here and just like fully name off everybody will be here all damn day. But y'all are the absolute goats. And those of you that are also watching this as well, I just want to say like thank you all to all of y'all, man. Even when I've gotten down, y'all push me to just continue going and just cranking and doing what I can, what I do best for sure, man. But yeah, you already know that's even a reality. Always look at that and just be like, that's a reality. Like it's insane, man, for real. But yeah. So, anyways, gotta get into all things Beyblade and Bakugan for this update. So we're gonna start off with the Beyblade stuff. So this being a really huge month, it's March on the 21st, 321 cool shoot day. You already know. So 20 days, about 3 weeks away. We're going to get some big time info on the future of Beyblade. This is what we've all been sitting and waiting for because we got the last official kind of burst release with the V2 set, the anniversary, the 2023 V2 anniversary set coming out, the last official release for Burst. So now we're in the dark period, man. Got to wait and see what the hell is going to be going on, what does TT slash Hasbro, have plan for the future of Beyblade, man. It's gonna be really, really awesome to see for sure, and just I'm hyped, hoping for some crazy innovative stuff with it. But regardless, I'm hyped. One thing I'd love to see, I still would love to see them do like one last set for Burst, like Burst Remix. That being a plastic gen, not a plastic gen, a Metal Fight Beyblade 4D set for Burst, man. That integrates like DB and BU discs with it, so that we get the true potential of the Metal Fight Beyblade remix. I just loved 4D. Y'all know I love Metal Fight Beyblade, and 4D has a special place in my heart, and just especially in the build up with it and such, it was crazy. So that was definitely like the peak, just storyline, like telling wise of Metal Fight Beyblade. It was insane. 4D was, and just would love to see one final set to pay homage. I've said it so many times, you already know. Had you seen other people like make speculation videos on what would be in it, but yeah, I know Zanky made a video talking about the set, and honestly, like a lot of the thoughts and stuff he had in mind for it, yeah, dead on agree for sure. I would just love to see that set before they end off Burst officially. But yeah, man, Snowball's chance in hell at this point, but like it'll be so cool to see for sure. Like to hold us over until like whatever like the announcement is comes, whether it's fourth gen or whatever. Like they could release that set. That'll be something to hold us over until like they start dropping the next stuff. But yeah, dude, that's the big time thing for Beyblade. All eyes on 321 Gold Shoot Day, Beyblade wise. And of course, under Hasbro, we got Quad Strike, which I'm excited for the show to see what they're gonna do with it. I'm introducing like new characters like Quadra and the other characters they have in it. It's gonna be like a melting pot type of season, like how Super King was, because all the characters and bays they're putting in with this, which is really, really cool. Would love to see a season 7, of course, because just think of the insane potential with like the BU bays, like the story with them. That's why anybody who doesn't understand with my 1v1 battles, why I put the halo over the characters' heads. I know it's like, why do you have a halo over their heads? Especially with Lucifer, people are wondering, like, Lane was not a good character, Kimbo. He was like literally Lucifer, and you put a halo over his head because it's paying respects to those characters, and it's like you imagine this battle panning out. When you're watching my video, that's one of my goals, is like when you're watching the battles go down, you're imagining like these characters using their special moves or facing off with their bays and such, and showing their auras and everything. It's just paying respects to those characters. And usually if there's like one or two characters powers involved with this, so for example like Super King Helio, Super King Hyperion, especially the most recent one, Super King Lucifer, I was thinking of maybe paying homage with like all three characters having halos over their heads, because it's supposed to be all their powers combined, but it had majority parts of Lucifer, and y'all voted for it and made it where like that thumbnail was the one I would use, and I'm like, okay. So it's the one with Lane with the halo over his head, but still got Hikaru and Hyuga because they're still part of the power all together. But it's overall like Lane's Bay because it's his Bay motif, which makes sense, and y'all voted on that. So yeah, but that's why I have the halos over their heads, to pay respects. And plus all the characters that we saw featured, honestly, all turned good. Even Lane turned good after like the events of Super King. You could just tell because he's sitting there wanting to battle Hikaru and Hyuga and smiling, But yeah, just paying homage and respects to all those characters. That's why I have the halos over their heads, for anybody who's wondering. But yeah, so I guess that's basically everything Beyblade wise. Just gotta wait and see what they have planned for Quad Strike, if they're gonna introduce any other exclusives or such. Yeah. And then now getting into the Bakugan stuff. So today, March 1st, it was said that Bakugan Legends was put on Netflix. So you already know what that means. With that dropping or starting to drop, your boy's gonna be doing some episode reviews. I'm debating if I should do reactions or reviews. I'm debating because, like, obviously with the reaction, I'm kind of on a time crunch because, working and such, of course, 8-9 hour shifts and such. So I gotta work with the time that I have, and don't want to drive myself insane. Just being real with that, Actually having time to do stuff. I've been thinking of doing more of like the review style that I stuck with, just because like I'll put it in the tab. If you guys want to see like actual like live reactions, I won't be able to show it or anything because copyright's a thing. Just putting that out there. Won't be able to see it or anything, but I'll be reacting and giving my thoughts on it and such, and of course spoilers with it. But if you want to see like an actual live reaction, or if you want me to continue with the episode review style that I've done for the reboot, you've seen me do it for all of Armored Alliance, Geogon Rising, Evolutions, also like just the discussion videos, also about the first season Battle Planet. Just let me know in the let me know in the comments, And if enough people are like divided about it, I'll put it in the community tab so y'all can vote on it, and then we'll get a true answer there, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they have planned for Legends, because just the trailer itself, oh my god, dude, they're doing with Bakugan what I wanted them to do with the end of Beyblade Burst. And it's making me so excited for that, man. I'll leave it at that. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But we'll leave it at that for now. Just the trailer itself showed off a bunch, and I'm so hyped. And I can't wait to see the figures, of course. So, yeah, I guess that's everything Bakugan-wise. So now we got to get into the plans for the channel. I always do this so y'all know the plans I have overall. There's no surprises or anything. But, yeah, so my plans for the channel with this month. I know it's probably a thing of why haven't there been really any ice stadium battles, Kimbo? Like usually around this time you do a lot of them. You're right. This is where the weather part comes in. It's been a much more mild winter, and it's literally been like if it's cold one day, the next day, odds are like it's a day I also work and such too. So time crunch and also still getting dark around like 6 o'clock. And I go in before that, not have much time to work with, that being a part of it. But with it being so mild, I've tried to make ice stadiums, but literally it's gotten so mild the next day, they're melted. That's how wild and mild this winter has been. Like I haven't even been able to really make one. It's still goals to do so. I'm looking at the forecast, and maybe this weekend it might get cold enough. So like I tried to have one. I literally have a stadium outside right now, like trying to make an ice stadium out of it, but I got warm again. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. It's so tough, man, because the weather's just been that wild this year. But if it does get cold enough, the ice stadium battles will be returning. Doing my best to make that happen, but it just depends on the weather and stuff too. It's been really mild, so that's why you haven't seen that many. But also, I guess a little bit of a blessing in disguise because doing so many battles and such with the 1v1s, for BU. But yeah, so just know ice stadium battles are still something that are on the table and want to do for sure. I guess Beyblade wise, getting into things. So I've been doing a lot of the 1v1s, and even doing like a little bit of BU plus type stuff. I know Zenki deemed the term BU plus, which makes sense, like, BU plus. Sort of a similar thing. Like I've been thinking about maybe getting some like 3D printed like bays that people made for exclusive for like characters that we didn't see return in a while, because like BU is such a huge season Beyblade wise with all the different modes. It dwarfs DB at this point. So like some of the bays from BU might go to like BU plus, just depending. Like the Ultimate Valkyrie that is the God Ultimate Valkyrie, like Requiem Burst Spriggan, because it's not the technical like stock combo for it. It's like a plus version, like the ultimate version for it. You know what I mean? So might do like BU plus, might split it into like BU and BU plus, but that's gonna take time. Right now, DB and BU finally just split up, and I'll be doing the battles with them. Got to do comparison battles with those two gens, all that good stuff. But yeah, so there's only one bay that I've had planned to do like another upgrade with. There weren't too many that I was thinking of like, going back and doing upgrades for just to show off their full potential. I, of course, recently it's Super King Lucifer, that being the one. It's got 4 different modes for it. Those are the battles I'm going to be doing for a lot of the month, like, the 1v1s, with Lucifer. Hopefully trying to get them done, hopefully by Beyblade Day, by 3, 2, 1, cool shoot day. So, your boy's going to be cranking big time with that. But, yeah. There's only like one more bay that I might do an upgrade for, and I've been inspired by like just okay. So the idea is possibly doing like a Super Saiyan Free combo. So y'all know what I mean when Free went absolutely ape in the second season, and he showed off his power, and we saw Super Saiyan Free, like the same power that we've seen from him before, like especially in season 2 and 3 where he goes full Super Saiyan. I've been thinking of making a combo for that. Like a Vanish combo for that, showing off like when that flare goes wild, when his power goes wild. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But that's literally the last one I have planned to do an upgrade for. After that, it's going to be like comparison battles between the gens like DB and BU, because I do have some big time battles in the long term just planned for things. And also, it seems like Hasbro's been moving on to, they're moving on to Surge territory when it comes to the Pro Series. So with that, might be done with Rise, so then I can finally do like like Turbo versus Rise, GT versus Rise, like those kinds of battles if they're completely done with it, But yeah, you already know, just a bunch of stuff planned Beyblade wise. But yeah. So I guess that's all the big time plans. Beyblade Burst wise, Metal Fight Beyblade. Anybody who's fans of that, it is not completely over. Just saying. I mentioned it before. You already know I've been doing MFB content for almost 11 years, y'all. In April, at the end of April, will be my 11-year anniversary. Totally honored to be at this point. But at this point, there's hardly anything left to do for Metal Fight Beyblade. Like I literally went through and did all the battles way in the past. Made my own skit series, not once but twice. Like literally the one, and then the sequel being the Zero G ones. And then even after that, doing an homage series. I'm at the very end of this homage series. There are a few bays that weren't created at the very end. Them being Zero G bays, Garudis, Fenrir, Byakko, but Byakko became a reality because of Turbo Libre 14. Um, yeah, like Garudis and Fenrir, they get made, then I can like I'll definitely save up and get them. Uh, be able to do the battles with Garudis and Fenrir, literally the remainder of the battles with the DNA arc, and then get into the very last battles that I have planned for Metal Fight Beyblade, which you already know. If you've seen how I've done with Burst comparing gens, I'm gonna do the same thing with Metal Fight. Have it planned. But just got to get those bays made and them becoming a reality because no bay left behind. And even if they weren't made, the power of 3D printing, by God, we're gonna see these battles, man. I want to see like how we got Byakko in the giant stadium and such, Like, got to see those battles with Garudis and Fenrir when they become a reality. I'm working on making them a reality. So if anybody is working on them or plans on working on them or wants to make them a reality or such, you already know. Just hit me up, and you already know, like, yeah, that way, like, big time fans of Zero G or Metal Fight Beyblade Zero G, the very end or such, can get their own like Garudis or Fenrir. 3D printing, it'll cost more, but it'll at least be a reality. Making bays that weren't made because 3D printing is literally the future. But yeah, man, still some MFB stuff planned. Skit wise, you already know what the skits got those going. I've been making the big time build up. You could tell we're about to have like a major thing go down with the skits. The build has been there and is about to get to the climax for this arc. I'll say that. So feel free to go back and check out the other skits. Currently on 63. If you're counting like the half ones as well, got about 70 skits out right now that I've made. And that's just with the single layers. So you can imagine how long the series is going to be. I warned y'all that it's going to be bigger than probably the Metal Fight Beyblade skits. Like all of them combined probably. Because Burst is a much bigger series. So yeah, man, just stay tuned. You already know, got major plans. I'm thinking years ahead for the skits for sure, and y'all will see. It's the reason why big time theme is time. But yeah, I just love adding the mysteries and stuff with it. That's why it's a piece of the puzzle with every episode. I love it, man. Getting super creative with it, just like how I got into the zone with the previous skit series. This being, of course, different, but still paying homage and all that good stuff because I like trying to have everything tied together. But yeah. So I guess that's everything Beyblade wise. Bakugan fans, I have not forgotten about y'all either. Episode reviews, for sure. Episode reviews or reactions. I got things planned on both sides of the spectrum. So if you're waiting for any certain thing, patience. Gotta remember I'm one person, but I literally go around acting like I'm like 12. But, just grinding. But yeah, more unboxing is going to be coming. Have a couple things on the way. And also, I'm going to be having some live streams to be opening some pro stuff because, I have major plans for pro. We're going to be making some more profiles, all that good stuff, and I miss opening cards, damn it. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to announce in the community tab whenever something's going on, so like live reaction going on this time or etc. That way I can announce it ahead of time so y'all be ready and prep for it and all that good stuff. But yeah, and also got a pile of stuff like boxes back there accumulating. I do plan on giving back to y'all for sure. It's just been about getting both Beyblade and Bakugan stuff. I want there to be a good mix of both. Like a lot of stuff back there is honestly been Bakugan stuff, not much Beyblade, and I've wanted to have where there's a balance. So it's not like, oh, Beyblade fans feel left out or Bakugan fans feel left out, vice versa. So there's a good balance with both of them. But yeah, so just know that will be coming soon as well. A lot of different plans. And leaving it off with this one last note. Anybody who's been a big time long-term fan, y'all remember how I used to do the CKTs? I deemed it the CKT Custom Knockout Tournament, aka the tournaments in which I had y'all enter knockout style, one chance you're out. every single bay getting included into the skits. That's how I incorporated y'all with the skits with each of those CKTs. So y'all being a part of like Beyblade history with the storytelling and everything with the skits. They ain't over. I've been mentioning it for some time, but I have a CKT plan. I actually have two of them planned, CKT 9 as well as CKT 10. They will both be coming very soon, and these ones will be under the burst format, man. It's going to be really great. Got some spare parts, and just stay tuned for it. I don't know. I'm probably going to drop that video for that as a surprise, so it's not like anybody's sitting there like, oh, man, and it's only the parts that are going to be in this, but I will say this. They're older parts, so you never know. Just have the knowledge with it, and you know how Old School Burst is. It's way more unpredictable. So yeah, you never know. And there's going to be also some extra little things I include with it. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, definitely stay tuned. A lot of stuff planned. You can tell because it took 20 minutes for me to get it all out. I think I've said everything on my chest, all that good stuff. Don't be surprised at anything that's coming because I basically explained it here and all that good stuff. A lot of things planned. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the monthly update. A lot of stuff planned, man. You already know. February was about like the self-care and the love and just spreading the good vibes and love and positivity and everything, even with it being like a struggle and such with that time period. You know. But now March, we're marching ahead, man, and hopefully having some good luck. You know. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, y'all, we're at 8.7K vids. Less than 300 videos away from hitting a big 9K, which is absolutely wild. And you already know we're cranking big time. Maybe we'll reach that by the summertime. Who knows? But I got a bunch of stuff planned. But yeah, anyways, guys, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool shoot or let it rip or Bakugan brawl. I'm up out of here.